Hey guys, here at osandvdxreviews.com. You're watching our review of the Motorola C332. This is a very basic prepaid pay-as-you-go handset for T-Mobile service in the United States. It's just a dual band, actually it's just a tri-band phone here in the US. So it's not a quote-quote quad-band world phone per se, but it still is easy to unlock and use in different countries around the world. As far as design is concerned, you get a very basic design. A monochrome screen basically houses the front of the device. It's very circular, very round, and it's kind of cute in its design, but again, it's nothing too spectacular. You can see on the sides are made out of this nice soft touch rubber, and the backs and the fronts are just made out of this plasticky material that feels a little bit cheap, and it does cringe a little bit when you're touching it and putting it in your pockets. So it does feel a little bit cheap because it's designed to be a very affordable and low-end phone. The top of the device just has a earpiece. You have the monochrome screen, which is around 1.75 inches diagonally. Down below here, we have a 5-way navigation toggle, 2 soft keys. We have a menu or a internet button. We also have a talk and end that dubs as a power on and off key, and a T9 style keypad that is backlit, so you will be able to use it under darker conditions. You also have a microphone on the bottom. The buttons are all risen above the surface and easy to text and dial by feel, but unfortunately the buttons are a little bit cramped because the phone, again, is a very small phone. That said, I didn't have too much troubles with inputting numbers. It was more the navigation toggle that was a little bit small for my tastes. There isn't a volume rocker on this handset, which is one of our chief complaints with the phone, and as a result, in order to adjust the volume when we're calling someone, you have to take the phone away from your ears and then press menu and then go up and down to select the volume. This is something that's not really intuitive, in my opinion, but it is something you get used to over time. On the bottom of the handset, you have a mini USB for syncing information to the phone. You also have a volume jack, which is a volume or a headphone jack, which is a 2.5mm headphone jack. Unfortunately, this means that it isn't a standard one. You have to use a proprietary adapter. And you also have a dedicated charging AC adapter. And that's pretty much it as far as design is concerned. To take out the back cover, you'll notice that there's a SIM card slot on the back and also a loudspeaker to activate the speakerphone functionality on this phone, which works really well. There isn't a camera, and there certainly isn't any Bluetooth functionality. Another interesting thing about this handset is that the battery is built on in, which means you can't change the rechargeable lithium-ion battery, so you have to kind of watch out because if the battery runs out and it stops charging, then you're kind of out of luck. Another cool feature is that you can actually manually adjust in terms of your own style, the rubberized band on the side of the phone. If you want a green band, you can purchase a green one and then apply it yourself. So it's a very customizable phone for those young audiences that it's being targeted at. Otherwise, in terms of call quality, sound quality is really good. It's really decent. We did get a little bit of static on our end, which is a little bit concerning, considering this device is really just being billed as a phone, and the sound quality isn't. The call quality isn't the best we've heard out there, but it certainly does the job, and the reception is always around full bars, so it's going to get a very good, solid reception wherever you go. As far as MMS goes, this isn't a texting phone, so you have to know that inputting text can get a little tedious, especially with the fact that you have to use a T9 style keypad and not a QWERTY keyboard to text out messages. As far as menu navigation is concerned, it's pretty intuitive, it's easy to use. Of course, you don't have, it's more text-based rather than icon-based, which takes a little bit of a learning curve as well. Overall, if all you're looking for is a basic cell phone with very few features on here, just solid sound quality, solid reception quality, then perhaps consider the very, very affordable Motorola C332 series handset. Otherwise, I think you'll be disappointed if you're looking for anything more. So thanks for watching here at osandvdxreviews.com.